Chinese call Prime Minister Trudeau Little Potato Head. Do we have to call him Mr. Potato Head? No, that's Prime Minister Potato Head.
Was it supposed to be funny?
Well, it wasn't funny, and neither was the response made by Justin Trudeau and his cabinet by blowing a day off work and abstaining to vote on whether China's committing genocide on its Uighur population.
Anderson.
Here.
Trudeau. Trudeau.
The non-binding motion passed unanimously, 266 to 0. The only members of parliament that didn't agree were Justin Trudeau and his cabinet. The vote also called on the IOC to move the 2022 Winter Olympics from Beijing.
They're stealthy, but they are stupid.
Disney is under fire for filming their latest film Mulan in Xinjiang, the region where the Chinese Communist Party is accused of holding over 1 million Uyghurs in concentration camps. Fans have condemned the company for ignoring human rights abuses occurring in the region in China against the Muslim population.
In typical fashion, the Chinese Communist government has condemned the move by the House of Commons of Canada. Now this may be subtle, but you may notice the Chinese embassy didn't mention Justin Trudeau or his Liberal government. In their own words, China sees this as a gross interference in China's internal affairs and a malicious provocation against the 1.4 billion Chinese people. And now before you say, the Chinese government just cares about those 1.4 billion people, just remember this is the same government that brought you the Hong Kong protests and self-destructing helmets for their military. But we're not done with this statement yet. Here, we see China plays semantics with the word genocide. And then we see the same semantics again when it comes to statistics and the population growth within the province that holds the Uighurs. Well, I'm not falling for it, because GDP shell games is nothing new coming from China. The most interesting part of the statement comes at the very end, and I quote, "Instead, the Canadian side should ask itself when it comes to committing genocide and reflect deeply on the miserable experience of its Indigenous people."
Listen, fuckhead, you have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You're the people that have fucked this country over.
Also in 2012, the BBC ran a story that acknowledged that a country's demographics are its destiny and that Canada is preparing for its Asian, not Western future. Hongkouver, as Vancouver is locally already known, is a reality with a minority-majority population and has become in less than 20 years the most Asian city outside of Asia.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.